won last Thursday. How does this one feel?
Well, it always feels good, I think, when you get your kids to bounce back and play hard the next week. You're always worried as a coach when you have a disappointing loss. Our kids played pretty hard last week and just got beat by a really good team. So you wonder as a coach how they'll do coming back the next week. But I thought we had great energy tonight. I thought our kids played hard for 4 quarters. I was really happy with the effort on both sides of the ball. We didn't do everything right, but we sure played hard tonight.
Close to 60 pass plays. Does one man, namely Campanaro, make all that difference in that sort of deal, or were there other factors that went into?
You know, Rob, I think with Campanaro, I think the thing is he's a good player and makes a lot of plays for us. But I think more than anything, the other 10 guys just feel good when he's on the field. I think when he's out there, there's just a feeling that something good can happen all the time. And I think it gives some more confidence to the other receivers. I think they kind of step their game up a little bit. And I know it's always good for a quarterback to know he's got a guy that he can go to when he has to.
How worried were you when he turned his ankle pretty bad on Wednesday, did you?
You know, he did, Dan. I can't remember which day he turned his ankle, but he missed the next day of practice, and then came out yesterday and did a little foo-foo stuff, but he didn't do a whole lot yesterday. And then so today we just needed him to really feel good, and it looked like he felt pretty good today, so it was good.
You got to be proud when you got guys like number 50, number 3 out there running around basically on one leg, and you're just giving it all.
Yeah. We had some guys banged up today. With Nikita, it's his toe. You know, he's got turf toe, and for a tough guy, it's kind of embarrassing when you say your toe's sore. That's why you're having trouble. But if you've ever had one, it's really tough to play on that. And so I was proud of him, the toughness that he showed, and glad we got a chance to play Big Baby tonight. We got Tyler out there, and I think he needed that. I don't know if Nikita could have gone 4 quarters without getting a blow tonight. And I thought Zach Thompson did some good things tonight. Hassan was pressing the pocket, and so I was just really pleased with the defensive effort. The turnovers that we forced were big, and of course the 4th down plays were really huge tonight. So really proud of the defensive side of the ball.
Speaking of which, this looked like it could be a pretty wild one there, but they got 3rd and goal on the 2-yard line, and Ehrman slices in there and undercuts the guy, and then Jackson, I guess, and Olsen on the 4th down stop. Describe what made those plays work for you.
Well, I think Brian Norb did a nice job. We actually on 3rd down guessed that they were going to pinch or going to run inside, so we pinched the defense down inside to take the inside run away. And then on 4th down, it's really just a roll of the dice. But instead of bringing everybody down inside and pinching them, we just played base defense so that if they tried to, we're really thinking they were going to play action throw. So we didn't want everybody down inside. And as it turned out, it was also good against the option because we had everybody on the perimeter that could run to the football.
Your offensive approach tonight, I was really fascinated, Jim. Completed 39 passes. At least 30 of them were 10 yards or less.
Yeah.
Was that the strategy, or did that just sort of evolve? How did that come about?
Well, it evolved a little bit, Dan, as the game went on. We talked about on the headset all night long that we needed to get vertical more, and we threw some without a lot of success. We had a couple routes that were wide open deep, and Tanner didn't find them. And so we wanted to get the ball down the field, but the coverages, the way they were playing their coverages, it just gave us some more underneath throws. And for us, that's kind of like our running game. If we're able to throw controlled passes, and so I'm not real comfortable. How many times we throw it today? 60? Somebody said right at 60 throws. I'm not very comfortable throwing it 60 times, but you just got to do what you got to do to try to win.
You made a couple of big 4th down plays yourself on offense that you needed.
Yeah, we did. I was really, proud of our offense. I think we had a couple tonight that were big. I was disappointed one time we didn't make it on 4th down, but I thought we did it. We took some chances in a measured way tonight. I think we tried to not do anything silly that was going to hurt our kids as far as a chance to win or lose. But when we did give our kids a chance, you know, in a couple situations, they made plays that they needed to make, so it was good.
Describe what it's like with, you're only one win away from eligibility, but 3 more chances to go. How do you, is it just approaching each one at a time, or what is your approach to this, to what remains here?
Well, I think, Rob, the problem that we've got is we need one more, but we've got 3 really good teams to play. And I know NC State's not going to be happy after dropping one to Virginia today, so I know they're going to be motivated. We're going to run into a very nasty NC State team, and then, of course, Notre Dame is, you know, a top 10 team, and that's going to make it really tough. And then Vanderbilt's playing great. I mean, I watched a little bit of their Kentucky game today, and they were big time getting after Kentucky. So we know the next 3 are not going to be easy. We're going to have to play great to win any of the 3, and you know, I think we're capable of beating anybody, but we're going to have to play really good football to do it.
I do want to ask you, Bud's ankle, was that still the ankle from Clemson?
Yeah, it was his ankle from Clemson, and I think he did some good. You know, he showed a little bit of toughness by trying to go tonight, and I think he's still a little bit sore. Missed a couple tackles, which were really disappointing. But you know, that's the thing. The hardest deal when you've got injuries like we've had is to get you know, the kids to Saturday healthy. But if they don't practice very much, then they're healthy on Saturday, but they're not ready to help you win. So I thought our kids tonight, some of the guys that have been banged up, stepped up pretty good and made some good plays. And we'll be able to yell at them about a few things, but I think we showed some toughness tonight. And I thought Boston College's kids played great tonight. I thought they, you know, they played really, really hard, and it was a typical Boston College Wake Forest football game.
Well, Coach, how big of a deal do you think starting field position impacted the game? It looked like a bunch of times y'all were able to pin him back and make him start.
Yeah, you know, Ben, I was really disappointed. Thought I'd made a good decision. You know, when we didn't go for it on 4th down, the one time we punted it down to the 5, and then they drove 95 yards. Now, a couple penalties, you know, made that big, and they had a couple throws in there where we missed tackles, but they did a good job. But I thought field position was big. I think some of those field positions were the results of turnovers. And so, you know, winning a turnover battle more times than not, if there's one statistic out there that gives you shots when you win the turnover battle.
So are you starting to feel like maybe you just tell your guys when they kick off, let it go in the end zone?
Oh, yeah, you know, Michael, I've been watching a lot of the teams, and you know, some of the teams that are just so much better. There's a little bit of a mismatch. They can return kickoffs, but you know, kicking from the 35 now, you know, you almost want to not have it go in the end zone because you know your coverages, you're down there so fast that you know a lot of teams are struggling getting it back across the 20 if they bring it out. And you know, the problem is the guys that we put back there think they can bring anything out. You know, problem is when you got the other team standing on the 15 by the time you decide to bring it out, it's not good. So it's tough. It's tough to find some room on kickoff returns right now.
But it doesn't every team, though. Isn't that the nature of the business?
Absolutely.
Isn't that part of the job description for someone who's a kick returner? They think they can take everything to the house.
We put them back there because we think they can. And so part of you as a coach wants to say, you know, let that thing run through the end zone, but, you know, at the same time, the kids feel like they can do it. And you want guys that have some confidence. They just got to realize that that kick team's going to be down there in a hurry.